Hello.
There you are.
Hello.
Hello.
How goes?
It goes pretty well.
I feel you.
I feel like after that practice that you did, where you seem to be missing some factors there. So I think we need to keep on the training weights a little.
Yeah. Is what it is. I'm trying, alright?
I know you try.
One of these days.
But I feel like no matter how hard you try, even 3 of you couldn't beat me.
One of these days. I'll get you. Don't you worry.
One of these days.
It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. But one of these days.
So, the gimmick that we're going with this time, as I kind of hinted at, is that I believe that in the time it takes you to complete 1 line, I can get 3.
We'll see how that goes.
And just in case it comes up, 3 also happens to be the number that any one cell can participate in that many lines at max. So, like, say, well, other than the center, I guess. But yeah, I was saying, like, if it just so happens that one of my objectives is in all 3 of my lines, it still counts.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. These handicaps, they add a bit of intrigue and fun.
Yep. Yeah. Otherwise, it would just be I slap you, and then nothing comes out of it.
Right.
No one's entertained.
Right. This gives me a shot.
Yep.
That's what this does.
Mm-hmm.
So for
That's the idea.
So for those of you watching at home and or YouTube VODs, I have to complete 1 line. Pokemariosun has to complete 3.
Yep. That's the idea.
Hopefully this run doesn't take forever. Just because it's been a day. It's already close to midnight in Eastern Standard Time. He and I are both just going to progressively get more tired. So
Yep.
there's a biological timer working against us here.
Indeed there is, and it really worked against me last time we did this. I just completely forgot about a very key location, and it just halted the run significantly.
If it helps, at the end of my practice run last night, I was about to start having to farm Jin in various places because my bingo was either find corn or get 7 Mars Jin. And then I was reminded that I have some reveal checks in towns and went, oh yeah, I do, don't I? Ugh.
Yup.
So let's think of a name for our boy Felix.
I've already thought of a name, and it's exactly what you think it is.
Is it 3v1?
Yeah.
3. Is it a lowercase v or an uppercase?
Case.
What was it?
Lowercase.
Lowercase. All right, 3v1 for Felix.
Yeah.
Isaac, we can just keep as Isaac. We'll save ourselves some time. So, if you've
I'm naming it after you. That way it feels like there's something there.
all right. I got you. I'm gonna name Isaac Pokey
Yeah.
because getting Isaac in a seed is slow as absolute holy hell.
Except in my case, I'm probably going to have to.
Yeah, you might. So, if you've paid attention to my last few seeds, I'm actually going to. Do you use live split?
Yeah, I use live split.
Okay, in the hotkey delay, I have 3 seconds for starting the timer, and as soon as I see the numbers go, I hit end on Isaac and I get going, so I don't have to try to do application switching, like within a millisecond of each other.
I mean, I just have like a hotkey that I have like linked, and then I just like disable hotkeys on my timer until I think it's close to the end. But yeah.
Wait a minute. I think. Wait. Do I have it? I mapped a button. Let me. I mapped a button. Let me see if the timer will start. It does not. You have to be clicked onto the application. So I mean, it'll save me. It'll save me a bit. It'll save me.
So it sounds like you're gonna be the one doing the countdown then.
Okay. So I have
and once we get the countdown done, we show the board, we start the game, and we're gonna jump off the call. All in a matter of a few seconds. That'll be so fun.
Works for me, Cap'n. Alrighty. So we have us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Borders revealed on my end. Oh, he's already off the call. All right.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Doing alright. Just setting up my phone so that hopefully press buttons and stuff by accident.
So, I don't have you here for the purpose of cheating, obviously, because you don't really know a whole hell of a lot about the game, to be honest, which you have admitted yourself. But you are here just so I can talk to you about the run and how it goes as it goes.
Sure.
So, we have our objectives. I am Squire, Waterseer, Squire. Wow, I'm having a lot of seeds where I start double Squire. Like, I think my last 4 seeds, including this one, have been double Squire. So we're going to check the Adam and Dyla. That's a mint. I don't want that. Bye. Walk outside. We get the Jin, and it looks like it's a Mars. It is, in fact. Mark that on my tally. Well, I can't get the mint right now, Nixdrill. I don't have Frost. Fury. Is Fury an objective? I do not know. I don't see a learn X, Y, or Z Jin thing. Oh, yep, Granite Flash Shade. Oh, so the shield Jin. Got it. That's pretty simple. Okay. This is really dumb, what I'm doing right now. This is really dumb. But we're gonna do it anyway. This isn't supposed to be routing, per se. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do I'm going to do Daikon Plateau. That's a Soul Blade. I kind of want that.
Yeah, you could definitely tell I'm not here for cheating purposes because I barely remember any of these things from the original.
Right.
When I played Golden Sun 2 last time.
I mean, shit, for Golden Sun, the Broken Seal, and the Lost Age, it's been what, like a decade and a half for you, maybe?
Yeah, last time I played it was maybe like right before or like at the very beginning of high school. That's probably the last time I've played a Golden Sun game, so I am not going to be of very much help.
Yeah, Dark Dawn came out my junior year, so it should have come out, what, like your sophomore?
I was 1 year behind you. So yeah. And I do remember I did have a copy of Dark Dawn that I did finish.
Wow, that was easy.
Unlike The Lost Age, I don't think I ever finished it. Pretty sure I finished the Broken Seal though.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, I'm confident that I finished the first one.
So I don't know if you've been paying attention to the opening, the introduction between me and my opponent. The rules are he has to get 3 lines, I have to get 1 for completion.
Oh, I didn't know you were streaming until you
Oh yeah.
until you asked me to hop on.
I'm streaming. I like to stream these. These are fun and these are fun to stream. They're relatively low effort and energy.
As soon as I caught on that you were doing a Golden Sun randomizer, I immediately opened Twitch. I'm just like, wait, he's probably streaming this.
I am, in fact. I can't wait for my opponent to find the Iris Robe and realize I janked the absolute shit out of my routing. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so funny. That checks for me. What checks for me? Say hi to the pupper. Say bye to the pupper and get back in my boat. Oh, when I said I was doing something dumb? Yeah, when I should have not gone to Dacon Plateau, and I did. Yeah, my, I need to actually move my bingo board over, because it is overlapped with my, Twitch chat, so I can't. It's either look at my board or my Twitch chat. One thing's for sure, I gotta get a lot better about knowing where the hell I'm at, when the hell I'm at, because hot damn, fucking having to look at my world map like 7 times just to get to and from a location is really slowing me down. That's like 3 whole seconds I lose. It's gonna be so funny. He's gonna find the Iris Robe, and then he's gonna be like, why the did he go there first? That makes no sense. It's all part of the plan.
It's like, just watch, you're closing in on one row, and you're just like, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together. My confirmation sound bugged out again. I might have to get an updated ROM or something. I can't open my drink while holding the up button. There we go. I just watched Karanam's video earlier. Excuse me, I watched Karanam's video earlier about routing. So that thing I just did to get to Treasure Isle from Azuma was actually in that video, so that was really helpful. I don't see Water of Life on my list. It doesn't look like anything useful is grind locked. Shit, wait,
I don't even know what grind is used for. Like, I can't, like, I know what a lot of the synergies are used for, but I don't know what grind does.
This is what grind is. That's not grind. Holy shit, that was almost bad. You can take rocks like this and you can make them sink.
Huh.
Which is
Weird
actually
name for it.
it's mandatory for this dungeon. It's also mandatory to get to the I have the Western Sea like right from the get-go. I don't know if that's good yet or not. Cuz like a bunch of wacky shit, it like routing just kind of goes absolutely haywire once you hit the Western Sea. Cuz there's like so many places you can check that only have like one item check in it. Maybe two. And some of them also require copious amounts of synergy to accomplish.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they decided to call their power system what they did, because now, when I first read it, I thought it was Psi Energy. That was like how you said it.
Yeah.
But it's spelled like Synergy, except they replaced the first S with like a PSI. So I am stuck not knowing how to pronounce it half the time.
I think it's psychic energy because it's confirmed in lore to be magic that happens with your mind. It's confirmed to be magic that happens with your mind. So it's a combination of psychic and energy. So I think it's pronounced synergy. What the hell am I doing, and why the hell am I doing it?
That's the weakness of older games that don't have voice acting. Never did I think that I would be saying, oh yeah, that's one of the downsides of not having voice acting, because, you know, it's caused all kinds of problems in the industry to make it an industry standard.
I got the milk, I got a lucky medal. I think that's all I found here. There really was nothing here. Christ. 7. Cost retreat. Open Madra while I'm sitting over here. That would probably help a bit. Turn off a void, get the Jin that's laying here in the grass. Hello. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, that happened. What is it, Venus? Yeah. Come on, Granite! Ground. It starts with the same letters, but not quite what I was looking for. Hold on, let me close my door here. Alright. I open Madra. I don't... I don't think there's any rings as an objective, so I'm out of here. Take a peek at this here cave. Ooh. Force is near that thing. Force is above Madra. I'm actually wasting time menuing, but we're doing it anyway because I'm dumb. Um, 198, 130. Okay, Shiba could use the extra HP. And this Jin is Jupiter. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna go ahead and get it anyway. Divine Camisole. Almost a little glad that I did this early. Excuse me. Almost a little glad that I did this early so that I don't have to use more time here. Might have been faster to retreat out and come back up here from the south, but I'm not sure. Bye, Jen. No, it looks like... It looks like my only... No, I need the Masamune, or... Excuse me, Phaeton's blade. Okay, so I have grind. I have literally nothing else. So, I think the next place I'm gonna go is Western Sea? Maybe I'll check, the thing. Kibamba Mountains. I know what I'm saying. You don't know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. That's the important part in this situation. That one of us... You know what? I'm not going to make the same mistake I did 3 times last run. I'm going to hop on over here, and I'm going to open Kibambo before I do anything else. So that when I get Lash and I can get Piers, I don't have that problem looming over me. Because if I teleport to Kibambo Mountains, it's going to spit me on the eastern side once I unlock it on the map. The Naribwe side, not the Kibambo side. I mean, it's easy enough to... It's easy enough to port over. It's easy enough to port over to the islet and just float up into the river. But... just having Kibambo open is just slightly faster. Save so I don't have any jank shenanigans going on. If you weren't tuned in last night, I found out, and this isn't, I don't mean you, Swim, I mean any active viewers. If you weren't tuned in last night, I found out that the Anemos Inner Sanctum, the room where you have to have a lot of the Jinn to progress to the final super dungeon for Lost Age end content in vanilla is actually broken. For me specifically. Because in Contigo, there's a door you can cast Reveal on. In Contigo, there's a door you can cast Reveal on that you can just step right inside. Or there's a telepad in the center of Contigo you can cast Teleport in. That'll teleport you into the same room, but a different part of it. And my game just crashes. I'm gonna run and grab a fresh drink from the refrigerator while I wait for grind to happen. Sorry about that. My cat wanted me attention. I'm a little concerned. Pokemariosun has not found... Pokemariosun has not found the Iris Robe yet. Which means they have not been to Daikon Plateau yet. And that's... unless he headed straight for the Western Sea. Which I cannot imagine doing, but I mean, he's a very experienced player. I am not that. Okay, cool. We have Noribwe open. Sure. That's a thing. Okay, I think there's a Djinn here, so I need to turn off a Void. Oh, there he is. He found it. Now he's probably asking himself why the hell I went the Daikon Plateau so early. Nighty-night. Double Mars. What are my Djinn objectives? Befriend 20, Granite Flash Shade, 7 Venus, Trial Road. That's Shine. I think that's it, other than class-based ones. So 7 Venus. 7 Venus, 20 in all, and 3 specific ones, and Trial Road. And Trial Road is kinda... Trial Road is the don't do that check. Like, in the objective importance list, like the route you should take to check objectives, Trial Road is pretty down there. I'm still in Gondwan, right? Yeah. Trial Road is pretty down there. You like, if you can help it, you just don't want to do it at all. Is there another river I can enter here from? Doesn't look like it. Fuck. I guess I can open Magma Rock as a location for future. Can't do shit here, but I can open it, at least. There it is. What the hell? What is this place? Why is it here? Is it in Hesperia that there's the weird wall puzzle and shit? Sailing on my boat. Do I have corn as an objective today? It doesn't look like I have corn as an objective today. Alright, I guess I'll go to Contigo. You still in this call, dude? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just doing some stuff that you probably didn't want in the stream, like noise-wise, you know, dishes clattering and things like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Appreciate it. Do I have any summit objectives? I have Daedalus, Megara, and Flora. That was Ulysses. That's Ulysses. Megara, Daedalus, Flora. Usually there's a summon tablet one. I don't see that anywhere here. Angara Cavern summit tablet. Where the fuck is Angara Cavern? Oh, I think that's near Loho. I can do literally like 2 things here. Mist Saber. The power to summon forth powerful gusts of wind awaits inside a cave where only turtles tread. Okay, so that's either Cyclone or Whirlwind, and it's in Sea of Time Islet Cave. I'm trying to discern if that's a problem or not. Considering to even reach the cave, I need Mind Read and I need to find Little Turtle. Okay. So west, excuse me, west of Contigo has a gin. That's what I'm gonna go fishing for. And north of Shaman Village. I need hover and a reunion to reach that cave. Reunion requires beating Jupiter Lighthouse, which does not look like it is on here. It looks like that objective might be Avamander? I'm not 100% sure on that. Usually clear dungeon / defeat boss, like specific boss, is the same. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I'm hosed. Am I really about to have to use the water of life I just found? That sucks.
I love how downed characters don't run away.
Yeah, they just stay
So
there.
it's just like, yeah, we're leaving. Sorry. They're still in the party when you come back, but it's just like, I'm out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is... Oh. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's so rough. Ooh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for an overworld djinn in that spot. Maybe I should absolutely not do that again. That djinn can fuck 100% of the way off.
So are they in a set location, or do you just have to go to like that area in the like where you can get encounters, and then is it random from there?
It's random from there. Like if you go to the set area, like there's, I want to say it's, the best way I can describe it is there's a flag for. The best way I can describe it is that there's a flag for where an area can encounter, like where in the overworld you can counter a djinn. Usually it's in the first encounter or two. I just got turbo unlucky there.
Yeah, I was wondering if, well, you haven't played Mega Man Battle Network, but there's like a system where you go to a specific spot and like ghost enemies essentially exist there every single time, and you just instead of like randomly walking around trying to find refights, it's just like in one spot the first time. So I didn't know if it was like that.
No, it's
or if it was just like random chance still played a part in that somehow.
Yeah, it's still a general area type of deal. It's a general area type of deal. I got real unlucky because usually it is in the first 1 or 2 encounters that you encounter the overworld djinn. There's only 6, like just for the sake of showing you. The first one's right here, give or take. The second one is up like here-ish. Somewhere here maybe, just south of the beach maybe. The third one is south of Naribwe. I got that one. Third one is, or the fourth is here. The fifth is wherever the fuck Mikasala is. It's just north of Mikasala. And then the last one is literally right outside of Madra. They're not the only djinn that you fight to enter the party. Obviously, there's about half of the ones you can find that you have to fight to enter, maybe a third. But the 6 overworld djinn are definitely fights. There's probably already a sizable disadvantage between us, but I mean, he has to complete 3 lines, I've got to complete 1. I'm already kind of on my way too, because I have one of my 3 lucky medals, and I have the Iris Robe. I'm not really keen on that bottom row, because Avamander sucks. I keep forgetting I have retreat bound. I usually don't. Okay, so there's a treasure chest in Gondwan Settlement. I need Cyclone for it, I guess. I don't think I can... There's another thing somewhere. I think it's in Hesperia. Shaman Village isn't the only settlement in Hesperia. Oh, nope, there's the other one. Fuck me, dude. I skipped all the way over this yesterday. What do I need for this puzzle? Growth. That's all I need. And that Jin's mine. So... Flash is Mars, fire. Granite is Venus, Earth, and Shade is Mercury, water. For viewers that either aren't familiar with the game really at all, or aren't familiar with the Jin types, and or what Jin is assigned to what. And those are the 3 damage reduction Jin. I think Granite is like 40-45%, Flash is like 90, and Shade is like 70? And it always takes priority over almost everything. A lot of things will not supersede Flash, Granite, or Shade in the turn order. Nothing will except another priority ability, and I don't know if there are any that will ignore turn order. Is this the Angara Cavern? Tell me this is the Angara Cavern. Oh my good golly god. I need carry for it, but I can see what the item is. Ah, yeah, 2 pointless rooms of just traversal. It's fucking Lash. Well, at least I know I have to come back here if I get, carry. What I just did wasn't too smart, but it's okay. We'll recover. I'll check this over here. To open, well, check this item. I mean, it's Lash locked, but Thanatos Mace? I don't think Thanatos. No, my weapon requirements are Phaeton's Blade or Masamune. Yeah. And my armor requirement is Iris Robe, which I have. So unlock Alhafra and do reverse EMP Desert. I think there's only like maybe 2 items I can get here, but 2 is better than 0, I guess. I can see what a couple things are. Like I can see what this is gonna be. Corn. Hey, I found it. I don't have sand, so I can't climb up there. I can get 1 item in this room, I think. That might be all. Catastrophe? can check what a couple of things are. I can check what this one item is. That's all I can check left. Parch. Parch is pound locked. I should have kept checking in that cave. There's another item there that's pound locked. That's fine. Go from here to Mikasala, because it's faster. Warp to Alhafra and open Garou and Ayers Rock. What did we figure out / determine? It's either Whirlwind or Cyclone is in the Islet Cave. Right? What do you do? Boost attack? Just loading Felix with attack items. Okay, so
yeah,
there's
it's been a long time and I haven't checked out the stats, but like obviously like Jenna's like a caster and Felix is gonna be like Felix is like an all-rounder, isn't he?
Squire is sort of an all-rounder class, yeah. Jenna is a flame user, which is the fire attribute caster class. Jenna and Sheba and Ivan are Windseers. Garrett is a guard, which is the warrior class fire attribute. Mia is a water seer, which is the water caster. And Piers is a mariner, which is I think it's a hybrid caster warrior for the water element. But I think the default settings...
Which is weird.
I think the default settings shuffle character classes, because I think Felix and Jenna are both Squires and Sheba's a Windseer. I might be wrong. Maybe Jenna's different.
Yeah, I was about to mention, like, didn't you, you said, like, the classes you started out with, and I assumed they were randomized.
Yeah, Sheba's a Squire, Felix is a Squire, Jenna is Water Seer. Their stats are also random, so Felix might not have Squire stats. He might have different ones. Felix might have different ones.
But yeah, Mariner, I don't know why they keep using Mariner as, like, a combat class, because, like, when I hear Mariner, I'm like, yeah, it's a guy who operates a boat. That doesn't make you good at fighting.
Dude, Piers is a sailor. Of course he's a mariner.
Like, yeah, he's like, I'm a mariner. Yes, I can see that. Anything else you can tell me about, you know, how you can fight and use magic and all of that stuff?
Do you have anything substantial to add? Do you? Data not found.
Oh, geez, it kind of reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean when, like, Will is like talking about his terms with I'm pretty sure it's Barbossa.
I think it's
he's just like,
I think it's Barbossa and Curse of the Black Pearl, yeah.
Yeah, it's like he says it again, he's like, yes, we know that one. Anything else? Except Pierre's or whoever it was didn't even have to say anything, because we already know, like, that's a job, not a, I guess guard is a job, but like that implies it's a job based around combat. So we get the idea.
Would you consider Squire a job?
Well, yeah, Squire is like, a knight is a job, and a Squire is like a knight's apprentice, isn't it?
Dude, I honestly do not remember what a Squire is. All I know is Squire and Knight are both part of Felix's default class lines.
I'm pretty sure, like, a Squire is kind of like a knight's attendant / kind of trainee, I guess. Where they do a lot of stuff like maintain their equipment and like and things like that, and like help them prepare for battle, I think. And then like they're kind of training to become a knight, I guess. That's my history might be totally wrong on that one, but that's what I'm pretty sure Squire does.
If it helps, I am genuinely not sure.
I'm just imagining all of the other inappropriate job titles for like telling you what someone's combat attributes are.
Seer, maybe? I mean, like, how often do you, like, in fantasy, how often do you see someone denoted as a seer actually engaging in combat?
I mean, yeah. I mean, at least that implies, like, magical prowess, though. Like, even if it's hypothetical and, like, the description isn't combat-oriented, you're like, oh, so I get it, they're good at magic, so that kind of works out.
Yeah, but they're like... good at specifically seeing and or prophetic magic. Because, you know,
that can
they're
be
a seer.
descriptive in a setting where, like, where they can play support and not deal out, like, damage in, like, party-based thing. So, like, that's the class I would imagine is, like, oh, well, this person does magic, but they don't have, like, a big damage roll. They just kind of, like, do support stuff. So that's the way I see it, and I don't think it's that bad. I'm thinking of just like Jeff as like some kind of
Did you just say Jeff?
Magic. I said chef.
Oh, I thought you said Jeff. Food. I was like, are you giving me an example?
Yeah, it's like chef as like an example of a class that might use like fire magic and like short blades or something. Like, yeah, sure, a chef does those things, but it doesn't tell me that they're particularly good at, I don't know, killing wolves or something.
I'm about to offend a handful of D&D players that may or may not be in my chat or watch this VOD later. To my understanding, Bard is another example of a class that you just think, why?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It does not tell you at all that this person is good at magic, even if that's just like, yeah, that's what we understand a bard to be, but that's like
literally
we know the rules of Dungeons and Dragons.
As far as I'm aware, and granted, this could be only due to knowledge from Skyrim. As far as I'm aware, a bard is a dude who plays an instrument and sings songs to drunk people in a tavern. What possible application could that have to combat? Unless, like, you're just shredding on a fucking lute to, Unless you're just shredding on a fucking lute to a bar fight, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, bards, the whole magic thing kind of like, it's like the D&D class is like a magical version of that, because that's just what a bard does. A bard just like plays music and stuff, like,
which is why it just like it doesn't make sense. Like, Dark Age of Camelot is like a really old MMORPG, right? And Dark Age of Camelot is just like, yeah, Bard's a class. I think Bard is a class in Daok. I don't really remember, but it's like, yeah, Bard's a class, and it's like, how? What the fuck do you expect them to do in combat? What the fuck do you expect a bard to do in combat other than have a target painted on their back?
My guess in like D&D was they wanted a charisma scaling class that wasn't, I'm pretty sure illusionist scales with charisma, but like they wanted a character that could be like, that didn't have to like, you know, be worthless as like their class, but be charismatic so that, you know, the people at the table could be free to like make them charismatic and fun to watch, but also, you know, they'd just be bad at everything. Or they would just have to throw out all of the stats in general that have to deal with like social skills and just assume that like having a low intelligence does nothing for like the character's ability to converse with people.
Right. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, my knowledge of that kind of stuff is, like, very limited anyway, because, like, I come from a background of World of Warcraft where your stats are intellect, stamina, agility, strength, and that's like it, other than secondaries that have no other purpose other than derp.
Yeah, my understanding is a little limited too, but my understanding is that like some magic classes, like apparently magic is supposed to be rare in like the Dungeons and Dragons universe, so like it's one of those things where like I feel like the Elder Scrolls does this, but like you would never know because your character is a blank slate that can do literally anything. And so it's like you can be born with like magical powers, and that makes you like I don't know if this is the correct class that's like the born with magic powers one, but let's just call them the sorcerers. But like if you want to be a wizard, your character has to like study magic their whole life, and it's really difficult, and like you have to do intense studying and training.
Right.
But like I feel like they mention that in the Elder Scrolls, but it just doesn't get borne out because it doesn't seem like anybody has any trouble doing magic when they need to. Most certainly not the player character. I guess, you know, that's just up to you. If you don't want to use magic, you can just say, oh yeah, he was born without like really good magic, so he's just not good at it. And you just kind of have to play it off because there's like no practical reason why you would never use magic or something.
Right.
And then like if you're going back to Oblivion, illusion scales off of personality. So like you can have this person with like this huge like, let's say they're a speech character and they're like, you know, getting a lot of, their whole thing is getting a lot of gold so they can get the best gear. And then it's like, well, suddenly you're going to be like insanely good at illusion for no reason.
I don't know, in World of Warcraft, stuff like that would just like scale off of intellect or attack power, which are afforded by, or they would be powered off of attack power or spell power, which are fueled by agility or strength and intellect respectively. So like other stats such as charisma and dexterity and stuff like that has just never made a whole lot of sense to me. Just because, you know, there's the whole, you know.
Yeah, in other games, I understand like dexterity. They don't want characters who are like who have high strength to be good at everything. So like, even though objectively speaking, you need a lot of strength to use bows, like ranged weapons tend to be filed under scales with agility or dexterity or whatever they want to call it.
Right.
And that's just like your scaling stat for ranged stuff. When really it's like you're not pulling back a bow that's like 8 feet tall with like skinny noodle arms and just a whole bunch of finger dexterity. But you know, it's a fantasy. Like I don't know. I guess his muscles are perfectly optimized to pull back the string of a bow. But when he tries to swing a sword, nothing. He's got nothing.
Right.
It makes me think like now I'm thinking of like all archers are actually quite strong. They just have such terrible lifting form. They just can't lift stuff. So like they can draw their bow and do all that stuff, but like their lifting form is so bad they can't even like lift a warhammer over their head.
Right. Which is, I guess, why in like a fantasy setting, characters will have, I don't know what Fury does, we're about to find out. Characters that are archers will usually use like really like short swords or daggers.
Right, yeah. But you know, it's a game. It's all like a lot of this stuff is just sort of meta game balancing of like,
Right.
okay, if we make strength good for everything, then everybody's only ever going to put points into strength because there's literally no other reason other than like magic.
Right.
In which case you're dumping your stats into intelligence or willpower or whatever the stat is.
Right. Okay. Oh, neat. I expected that to take a little longer than it did, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I can do literally nothing fucking else here, so... Motherfucker, you've got to be kidding me. Crap, he's already got Burst and Parch. I haven't found shit. About to see what I can find here. Because Parch unlocks almost an entire dungeon. So this rope here on screen, I don't even know if you're on stream right now, but this rope here.
Yeah, I am. You're just like a couple of seconds behind the stream.
Oh, okay.
The stream is a couple of seconds behind you.
The rope that I just walked across, is only extended out like that if you defeat Briggs. If you don't defeat Briggs, it's not. Because as far as I'm aware, that rope is how Piers got to Gondwan to go to Kabambo. Fight me! Eh. Victory for Vegeta. Kite. I think I can see what one more item here is. And or get said item. Maybe not get it, but I can see what it is. Ooh, lift. Neat. What the fuck did I need lift for? Oh, I need it for the other half of Treasure Isle. Well, that's helpful. I think I can look at one item in Magma Rock too, because I need Burst and or Growth. And apparently Lash. So I will do this real fast. That's one of those rocks that doesn't remember if you ever moved it. That's a bit frustrating, but it's fine. Theoretically, Treasure Isle should always be your first check. Just because there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 items you can get from the jump. Like, you check the item in Dyla. You check the item in Dyla. I forgot the fucking move block. You check the item in Dyla. And you do some routing to unlock some travel locations and go right to Treasure Isle. Including opening Onkol Ruins, because Onkol Ruins has, like... Onkol Ruins is the second densest dungeon behind Treasure Isle. It's another block that doesn't remember that it was moved. It's an apple. I don't need that. Itchy nose. Okay, it's a hard nut. I don't need that. Neat. Cool. Another Jupy for the books. I'm up to 5. Waft, that's a pretty good one. Oh, you can actually... I forget
what that one does.
Waft, it's like a little outward wind gust in battle, and it has a chance to put enemies to sleep.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it might have been like the defensive one for Jupiter, but I could have sworn it was something else.
You might be are you thinking elemental resistance? I think that's breeze.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck in like a similar design space of like, we have to name them all after elemental things, and we have to name them after like different kinds of gusts of wind of varying strengths. So a lot of the general like smaller ones like breeze and waft are going to get confused because they're around like the same strength of like wind current, I guess.
Didn't the Yu-Gi-Oh! Blackwing archetype have the same issue? Because, like, I could not tell you what, like, half of the fucking words of like, the Blackwing monsters mean.
Yeah, I mean, some of them is, like, breeze to zephyr is, like, 2 different kinds of gusts of wind, and I'm sure they allude to 2 different meteorological phenomena. But...
yeah.
You know.
There's also Gale the Whirlwind, which is kind of the same. But, there's also Gale the Whirlwind, which is similar.
And then you have some where they just really don't care anymore. They're just like, screw it. He's Fane the Steel Chain.
Right.
How's a steel chain like related to wind? It's not. Shut up. I'm out of ideas. And then later they started using like hurricane, which isn't. I guess like the dangerous part of the hurricane is the wind, but like a hurricane's a whole storm. Like tornado, like using tornado as like a name in like a wind thing, but like that makes sense because it's mostly wind. Like the funnel itself does not cause rain. It's just usually accompanied with storms.
Most of the Blackwing monsters, I have no idea what the hell they're fucking. Oh, hey, Pound. I have no idea what their shtick is. Like Bora the Spear, Sirocco the Dawn. Like, what the fuck's a Bora? What the fuck's a Sirocco? Kalute the Moon Shadow.
Sirocco, I think, is a type of like wind.
Really?
I think. That,
do ya? Is that what you think?
Well, let's check. Consulting Google. Sirocco, a Mediterranean wind that comes from the Sahara that can reach hurricane speeds in North Africa and Southern Europe. So Sirocco was the word that deals with wind in there.
There's also that really, really weird high-level main deck one. It's called Aurora the Northern Lights or something.
Yeah, some of them are just random weather phenomena that have nothing to do with wind.
Like Vayu, the Emblem of Honor. That's a fun one. What the fuck's a Vayu?
Yeah, it's like... It's like, you know... Mistral, I know, is a wind. It's like... actually... Funny thing, until they kind of gave up on the theme, like, a lot of the bosses in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance were named after, like, weather phenomena. Like, the first actual boss that you fight is Mistral. The second one is, why can't I remember his name? He's like the one that people always meme on because he actually uses the word meme before it became popular. What the heck was his name?
I don't know.
See, this is how, like, I can vividly see this guy, I can hear all of his lines in my head, but, like, who the heck says his actual name? I'm gonna look it up. This is now bothering me. Monsoon, that was his name. Monsoon.
That's a weather phenomenon.
Yeah. Your like counterpart boss character is named Jetstream Sam. Like Jetstream. You know, that's a wind thing.
Yeah.
And then they just completely give up and like have one of like the bad guys that's like very obviously bad be called like Sundowner, and it's like has nothing to do with the other names. I don't think he's technically part of the group that the others are, but it's still just kind of weird that he's just kind of hanging out there, and he just doesn't really fit with the theme at all.
Right.
Despite being the leader of Desperado, which is the whole group that the other people are based on. I guess it was like just a thing for his underlings or something that they just decided to do themselves or something. And then you fight a senator, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a wild game. Which apparently is a theme in pretty much all of like the Metal Gear series. I still can't get over how wild the final boss is. Like, in a cutscene, he kicks Raiden, and he goes flying, and you hear the sound of a crowd cheering because he said, previously, he said previously that he, played football in college. And this is the climactic final battle of the entire game.
I should really just stick to physical attacks with Felix. Watch him paralyze Felix, that would be a tragedy. Nope. Cool. Dodge that bullet. Oh, you sassy bitch. Catch. That's quite possibly the most unhelpful thing. Catch is so unhelpful, it's not even on the tracker.
What does it even do?
There is one item in the game that you can catch via the catch synergy, and it is an apple in a tree in the Northern Sea Islet, I think it's called. It's literally like right before you continue north to Prox.
Kind of makes me wonder why it's even there. If you're only going to use it once.
I'm not 100% sure if it's being worked on to make that item be something else, but as of right now, catch is legitimately nothing. Catch is more for... Catch is more for 100%.
Battle use.
No, it has 0 battle use. Catch is one of those, Catch is one of those synergy that, just... The only purpose of it currently in the randomizer is for 100% completion. Excuse me.
Or I suppose if you got a mission to get it, but if it's not in the tracker, then I assume it's not in the bingo board.
No. Well, I think catch might be in the bingo board. I'm not sure. I have an objective somewhere that requires pound, and I don't fucking remember what it is. Shit. Where is the thing that requires pound? I got parch, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just dumb, and I can go to Tendaria. Yeah. I think that's my next stop. I'm not even 100% sure if that's my next stop, but that's where we're gonna go. I have to go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. My opposition has probably garnered a much more sizable lead on me. Need to get to a point where I can keep up with him. I also really need carry. If I get carry, I can get lash. That opens up a few things, and I get peers too. You can technically get peers without lash, but it is not allowed in race settings. I don't remember exactly why lashless peers isn't allowed in race settings, but I heard lashless peers isn't allowed, and that was good enough for me. Let's have a peek. Mind read. Okay. Pretty sure I can full clear this. Pretty stone. Tremor and healing fungus. The red key. So I know he's been to EMP Desert because he has Parch. Because it was pound locked, he either has pound or sand. Most likely pound. Cyclone. Okay, so Whirlwind is in the Turtle Isle. Speaking of Cyclone, that also gives me access to Jupiter Lighthouse. You can get into it, you just can't do much there. I should have saved before this. Ah! Neat. Core. Core is okay. I have 4 Mars Gen, my count's off. my poor one Venus Djinn, and I have no Mercury either. It occurs to me I think I'm making a mistake. I cannot full clear this dungeon because I do not have I can't think of the name of it. Reveal. Oops. Need reveal for the final step. Worst case scenario, I just retreat out and do the left side instead. I just don't remember which side requires reveal. I think it's this one. I'll find out in this room. I lied, I'll find out in the next room. I lied, I'll find out in this one. Yep. How many of this rooms am I going to go through before I figure out what the right answer is? So I need Burst to get Mind Read. That's kind of bad, honestly. Not at all preferable. Wow, you know what? I forgot that I can go to Loho and I can go to Lemuria. More importantly, Lemuria. I can go to Lemuria. Huh. What did I do? Did I turn this off or did I turn it on? Oh, I turned it off. Now I turned it back on. There it is. Oh, that smarts a bit. Neat. I have 9 Jin. That's not correct. So hit Lemuria. Yeah, I thought that's what would happen. grind only really has 2 lore purposes, and that's three mandatory lore uses, because the first is that one to get out of Lemuria and Vanilla. The second one is to get to the Western Sea. Yeah, to the Western Sea. Hello. I apologize, I don't speak too much Spanish. I don't speak it at all, really. I know lo siento, no habla español.
Considering we both went to the same Spanish class, I'm guessing I'm probably around the same level as you, so...
Yeah. The skill has deteriorated over time. Well, hello there. Welcome to the run. Welcome to the party. Ooh, Shaman's Rod. Prime source of calcium. Okay, that's milk. Shaman's Rod is an item. I don't really know what that unlocks, but something, I guess? Those turtles are gonna nuke this. Nope, I lied, the crabs are. I don't think that counts for number of lucky medals. It's similar, yeah. Oh, cool. Got it. So I have one more lucky medal I can get in order to have the objective done. Because I don't think farming them from that fountain, since you're automatically given one if you don't get the bullseye. I think that's a bit cheap. I'll have to ask him later what he thinks. I can hit the Gondwan settlement because I have Cyclone now. Yep. What else can I do with Cyclone? I think I can check like 2 things in I think I can check like 2 things in Jupiter Lighthouse maybe. If Cyclone's not marked on my tracker. There it is. Guess I'm going to Jupiter Lighthouse. Shit! I have Loho. Damn it. I'll go to Loho after. Probably the coolest story dungeon in this game. Nope, that's a mad plant there. Don't want that. Oh, it's just a synergy stone. Okay, well, Jenna has revive, so guess it doesn't matter that I used that water of life earlier. Okay, we're leaving. Nothing. That is the answer. I can check nothing in Jupiter Lighthouse. This is not Loho. This is Loho. It's Mercury. Yeah, that looks like nothing. Fizz. We finally got a Mercury gen. Oh, he learned Daedalus. I'm really about to have to go to Prox. I can check a couple of things here. I have one Jin I can get. That's money. I can't get that one. I need scoop for it. Flash? Spark. There are 4 important items in Mars Lighthouse. Crap. One of them's up here. What am I doing? Turtle! Now I just need Mind Read, which I need Burst for. Speak of the devil and it shall appear. That's not the right way. Not by a long shot. So that's 2 items out of 4. I'm just gonna see what the teleport Lapis chest is. Okay, he's already been to the Sea of Time Islet cave with the turtle. So he's definitely already been to Tendaria Tower. Because you need Mind Read for it, so he's already been there. There's the 3rd one.
I'm not even sure what that is. It looks like a synergy.
It is.
Synergy.
It is. It's Blaze.
Oh. Is that the one you were using on the statues that, like, the Tiki statues that, like, they're elemental? Like, there's a water one that you use Douse on, and then you use, like, some kind of blasting spell-looking thing on the other one?
No, that's Burst. Blaze is used, I think, to do something in Magma Rock. Like, at the very tail end of Magma Rock, I think Blaze is used to showcase it, and Blaze has pretty much exclusive use in this dungeon afterwards. Like, I don't think Burst does fucking anything outside of Mars Lighthouse. That's not smart. What is this? No, seriously, what is this? Oh, yes, he blazes you right there. He's progging and I'm dicking around in Mars Lighthouse like a dipshit. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Okay. So Blaze's teleport locked. Because through one of those two things, I just tried to... One of those two rooms that I couldn't get any further in. One of those two rooms that I couldn't get any further in required, Blaze. Both of them required Blaze, actually. Both of them required Blaze, so... The only other way to get that item is, teleport. I still can't full clear this dungeon because I need reveal, but I can at least get a couple things out of here. Pretty stone. Fuck, he's going off. Alright. I can get 2 gin here and a couple items. There's my 3rd lucky medal. No, I should probably heal people. Bane. I kind of feel like he got carry, because I kind of don't think he went through Kandorian Temple Vanilla. So let's see what the ruins here have. Yep, there's the Phaeton's blade. No, you know what? I'll pick that up. I think that's all I can do in here without sand. Maybe he did do Kandorian Vanilla. Alright. I guess that's where we're gonna go for now. Yeah, that's it. I can't think of any other locations he could have gone to get, Carrie. So, I guess this is going to be the route we take. Damn it. Nobody has any fucking healing synergy. I can free Briggs' ship to check a few items. I can't get any of them, but I can check. I think that unlocks Avamander as a boss, too, but that's not something I really want to do until I can definitely get Piers. Okay, thank God. I feel like I'm going to regret this, because I don't remember if this is the correct solution. It's been so long since I've had to do Kandorian Vanilla that I just don't remember. Are you still there, or did you die? I think this is the right solution. Yeah. Jupiter up there. Excuse me. Okay. There's one prong. Let me see. I can talk to Master Poi. By going through the entire freaking dungeon again. Because I don't have Lash. I think I'll pay the dog a visit after, and then depending on what he tells me, I'll go to Gaia Rock. Because with Whirlwind,
for some reason...
God.
For some reason, I've been like not paying attention to the bingo board. So you're green, right? And he's like the teal color.
I'm teal. He's green.
Oh, okay. I had it backward.
Master Poi will tell me how many items are in Gaia Rock and determine if I can skip it or not, because I can ascend Gaia Rock because I have Whirlwind. And it is not a thing that I want to do. Ayers Rock might be next for me. Depending on Gaia Rock. I can do glitchlit, or I can do glitched Ayers Rock. That's not a thing I care for doing either, but I can.
Oh yeah, I remember doing this puzzle, or at least this dungeon.
Yeah. Technically, I think because of Lash's importance, I think this is the first dungeon you're supposed to do. Like, I think it's the first intended place to go.
Yeah, I forget exactly when you get Lash, but I know for a fact I have used it, so I know, like, what it does and, you know, where to use it. I just don't remember a whole lot about this game because it's been so long.
It's at the Lash in vanilla. Lash is at the end of this dungeon. You beat the monkeys, you go up and talk to the old guy, Master Poi, and he'll give you the Lash Pebble.
Yeah, I could have sworn there were more types of items that could give you, like, Psy-energies, where it's like...
There are, actually.
It's always like a pebble or a jewel or a stone or something.
Yeah. Synergy are granted by... Part of some oversized fork awaits at the temple where enlightenment is sought. Oh my fucking god, you're telling me that part of the trident is here. Lash Pebble, Pound Cube, Tremor Bit, Scoop Gem, Frost Jewel, Douse Droplet.
Yeah, there's no, like, Whirlwind Leaf or Whirlwind Feather. They're all, like, rocks of some kind. I mean, I guess you can make a cube out of a lot of different things, but, like, usually it's gonna be some form of, like, stone or mineral, I assume.
Grindstone, Hover Gem, Hover Jade, I think, Burst Brooch, Teleport Lapis, Lift Stone, Carry Stone, Force, Orb of Force, Cloak Ball. I didn't see what the item at the beginning was. Themis' Axe, that's not on there. Lift Stone, Grindstone, Carry Stone, Catch Beads. Might be called Lifting Gem. Excuse me, which to me just sounds a bit silly. Yeah, most of the synergy in this game that you need is actually... Most of the synergy in this game that you actually need comes from a synergy rock. The only ones that don't... Cyclone Bit also does. The only ones that don't are... Piers will know Frost and Douse baseline, Mia will not. Piers will know Frost and Douse baseline, Mia won't. Which is the excuse for the Frost Jewel and Douse Droplet in the Broken Seal. Whirlwind. Growth requires class changing with the Jin system. Except in Dark Dawn. Dark Dawn has growth baseline, which is really smart, honestly.
I mean, on some level, I understand they need to teach you that, like, changing Jin around will change your class. But, like, I feel like there's a better way to do that than to lock something like growth behind, like, class changing.
Yeah. It shouldn't be mandatory.
Like, it shouldn't gate progression. I would be more of a fan if they did something like, there's this optional secret that if you change, like, your classes a certain way to get this specific Psy-energy that, you know, you get the bonus item, and you learn that, like, some things are exclusive to, like, the class change system, but, like, don't make it, like, growth or something that you need to progress.
I might be wrong, but I don't think any... No, I lied. Unless you happen to know the solution because the growth maze in Gaia Rock to fight the serpent is actually it's randomized based on Felix's name. Which is why you theoretically want to give Felix a different name every seed. special characters included. So assume you just go with the name Felix, you can technically know what the full growth maze is without growth. Otherwise, yeah, growth is actually mandatory for progression in the story. So it's a bit jank that it's locked behind forced class changing. It would have been nice for Felix to know at baseline, just to differentiate him and Isaac a bit more. Whirlwind and Mind Reader baseline. Sand Parch, Reveal, and Blaze are learned from the 4 elemental rocks. So that's what, like 6? Like only 7 Synergy aren't from a rock. I guess if you included, I guess if you wanted to include, what is it? If you wanted, for some reason, to include Frost and Douse, I would only consider them 0.5, considering Mia does need Synergy rocks to learn them in TBS. But Piers does not, so I would count them at a half each. Personally, I would count them at a half each. So that's just what? Whirlwind, Growth, Mind Read, Parch, Sand, Reveal, Blaze. I think that's it. That isn't Synergy Rock related. Move, but Move is baseline. Also kind of weird that 2 characters know Move and TBS. Feels a bit redundant to me.
Yeah, Move is like so cheap that you almost never run out of energy to cast it, do you?
Move is a 2 cost in vanilla. It's a 1 cost in My Seed. Synergy costs are randomized with the exception of Avoid, which is force set to 0.
Yeah, it's like, it's so cheap that, like, maybe if it was expensive and you might need it, like, having it on 2 characters would be fine. But, like, if it's only just 2 points, then it's, like, it's really not.
And because...
It's really not worth having another character who knows it.
So, Garrett has a pretty, like, low-mid Synergy pool. Because of Isaac and Felix's Squire class, they have a pretty high Synergy pool. Like, all the, like, considering all character, like, all the classes, it's relatively, like, lower mid, but it's still mid, considering that they are, all-rounders. Sheba and Ivan have the highest. I think Mia's is pretty middling. Piers is pretty middling. Jenna's is pretty high, because she's the, fire caster, compared to Garrett's fire warrior. So it's not like, unless you're doing retreat glitches, like I'm about to do in this dungeon. Excuse me, unless you're about to do retreat glitches, like I'm about to do in this dungeon. You don't ever really need all that much Synergy to just maintain move. I mean, shit, you could do literally, like, one of the longest move block puzzles in the game. You can probably do only casting move instead of pushing once, and you would still retain a good bit of Synergy. You'd still retain a good bit of Synergy to, like, continue casting later on. So I think it's weird that they gave 2 characters move in TBS when you only really... Unless they, like, planned for you to do a move puzzle with Garrett and Colosso, which I cannot remember if they ever do.
You know, it's always weird in games that don't have an electric element that want to use electric attacks because they get, like, bundled in with wind, which becomes, like, a general weather thing. That also kind of doesn't work because, like, usually there's also rain involved with lightning.
If anything, I would think that, lightning would be more closely aligned with fire than it would, wind.
Yeah, it's like the Avatar: The Last Airbender thing. Like, lightning bending is a firebender move. Like, metal bending is an earth bending move.
I think the Super Saiyan transformation in the Dragon Ball fandom, I think Super Saiyan 2 and 3 have lightning because of heat. It's either due to heat or due to energy output.
Yeah, but either way, like, it's easy to see the connection. Like, if there is no electric option, then electricity should probably be a fire thing, because, like, energy and plasma and, you know, all of that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it reminds me of, was it in The Broken Seal of the Lost Age where, like, they were talking about, like, wow, like, this whole structure was chipped away by, like, wind and erosion and all that.
It was this
and
one. It was The Lost Age.
Yeah, and, like, yeah, the never belittle the power of the wind. I'm just like,
yep.
Yeah, maybe we would, we don't have any trouble with that because it's bundled in with freaking lightning.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to conceptualize how powerful lightning is.
Oh my god, I have a 1-cost move. This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. Fuck me, dude. Only 10 more, 8 or 9, 8 more casts, 7. Why the fuck didn't I give Whirlwind to Felix? Oops. opportunity to update my retreat point. Oops. That's not good. Well, I don't know what this is going to do, so we're going to find out. We're gonna see where this drops me off. Okay. Yeah. That's carry. Alright. I need that. Oh god, Carrie is 2 synergy. I usually don't unbind move, but in this context it's pretty necessary. I'm not sure what the point of that puzzle is, but alright. I did it wrong. I think the first floor is this way.
Huh. Did it do that last time?
No, it
Where,
didn't.
like, all the ladders and the decorations are all messed up?
No, it didn't. I don't know where in the room my collision is. It's fine. I know where my last retreat point was.
I'm just picturing, like, your character just standing there, being, like, just in the middle of, like, being inside the stone ladder, being like, this is fine. Everything is fine.
I'm trying to remember this one. I know I do something involving retreat in here. Okay. Shit. I had Synergy, I didn't know I had. Just keep Felix's Synergy on the low side. I'm not sure, but okay. Okay. Okay, I don't need that. I'm not sure if that was save 1 or 2. I'll open save 2. Cool. I did all of those retreat glitches with minimal reference needed. Daedalus. Neato. That's in my objectives. He's gonna see I got Daedalus and then wonder if I, retreat glitched. That was actually cool. So I can go all the way over here. And I can get me Lash. Eat your heart out. getting Piers with Lash is going to make the Enchanter or Dragoon objectives difficult, though. Just because all Jin will be automatic, all Jin that I gain from that point will be automatically assigned to Piers. Yeah, all Jin I gain at that point will be automatically assigned to Piers until Piers has enough compared to everyone else. Oh, you can't move that after it's in place. Duly noted. I think this is literally the only instance of a carry puzzle in the Lost Age. I think there are a couple in TBS. Tuki Bombo. Alright, what does Piers have? A whole lot of nothing. Oh no. Ooh. Gabamba has hover. That's... Yeah. Hate to say it, but it's looking like Shaman Village. There's a couple things I can do there. He found sand. I only know that because the only way you can even get into the EMP Desert Cave is with sand. And I already know he has burst because he wouldn't have been able to... Well, he has the objective for Parch and Burst. Piers knows no synergy. He is vanilla again. Vanilla Piers. And I know where Hover is. Probably the most unfortunate place for Hover, but I know where it is, and that's something, I guess. I'm not going the right way. Oh, he's already got one bingo. Alright. I can still go check dog. I haven't done that yet. Are we for real looking at a situation where he just fucking thrashes me because I'm bad? Certainly freaking looking that way. I kind of feel like there's an item here I skipped. I'll check it when I'm done. I have one item I can check here, and then I should leave. Fighting Mawapa at level 18 with no shield Jin is not a smart choice. Vile, I can leave. One Venus, one Mars. I have 15. Go give the milk to the dog. He's here. Oh, he's already got 2 bingos. Shit. I'm dumb. I went the wrong way. I think he's also got Scoop, because I think one of the Doomsayer enemy line is in Gabamba statue, which requires Scoop to enter. Alright. Excuse me. I don't have Growth. I don't have Scoop. I don't have Douse. I don't have Sand. He's pissing about in, somewhere. I know one of the assassin enemy line is in the Kabambo Mountains, so I can only surmise that that's where he's at right now. This man has like 4 bingos.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue with this stipulation. Once you have like a whole, except like for a few, once you get one bingo, it's usually a lot easier to get the other ones.
But yeah, that's why we went with 3. I'm horrifically inexperienced by comparison, so that's why it was I get 1 line, he gets 3, because can he get 3 bingos in the time it takes me to get 1? And it's really fucking looking like it. At this rate, the center row might just be out of reach. Like, honestly, I need to find out where the other Doomsayer type enemy is and fight it. No, never mind, because I need Scoop to even find the second one, or to even access the second one. I'm intently watching the board. Yep, that's that. Means he also got teleport. I'll call you in a minute. What up?
Oh my god, that was so close.
How so?
So what happened was that, like, I found teleport in Aqua Rock, and,
Where did you find Douse?
Oh, you didn't check in Boba Mountains.
I did check Kabambo Mountains, I just didn't go back after getting Lash.
Yeah. Yup.
Because as soon as I saw you get the assassin enemy type objective, I was like, he's got to be in that area. At some point, he had to have been there because one of the 2 enemy types is there.
Well, I actually had to go back. I had forgotten to get that encounter while I was checking those.
Yeah.
That was just my own bad. But Yeah, no, like that was one that we actually could do from the onset because the only thing you need for that is grind and the boat. Because the assassins are in that area, and then the slayers are just anywhere in the Western Sea mainlands. So yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I got Lash, I doubled back to get Piers, and right after getting him, I realized, shit, getting Dragoon's gonna be a little bit harder.
It wasn't going to matter because getting the Jin in Yampi Desert Cave was that was something that I did as soon as I was able. Like the second I got Scoop, I was like, okay. And the reason is because Scoop was in Yampi Desert Cave. So you were never going to be able to do Doomsayers, which I actually was very thankful to see. It's like, oh, thank goodness he can't do Doomsayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it would probably be lucrative for me to find both of those, and then realized, wait, I can't. I need Scoop to get one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As soon as I saw you get 20 Jin, I'm like, shit, okay. As soon as I saw that, I was like, alright. I saw you get Growth Whirlwind, and I'm just like, shit, where's Growth? Where was Growth?
Growth was definitely Lash locked. Growth was in, I'm thinking Growth was... I'm just gonna look at the spoiler log now. Yeah, I do not remember. By the way, the red scarf messed me up mentally because I saw it, I peeked at it, and then I completely forgot where it was.
I think it's what, the Ozenia Caverns scoop check?
Oh, that's what it was?
I think so. I saw it pretty early.
If that's the case, then that would explain some things. Red cloth. Yeah, that is Bagheera. You're right. Okay. Alright, now I don't feel so bad. Because I thought it was somewhere that I could access when I got sand.
I saw Lash pretty early, too. I saw where it was and went, fuck, I need carry. And then I was doing Ayers Rock retreat glitch nonsense and found carry. I'm like, oh, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to get Lash.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you probably noticed that I didn't mark in Garrett Cavern until you did. I mixed that up with the flooded cave that only unlocks when you have beaten Jupiter Lighthouse.
Flooded cave?
So like you need the flying boat to even get to that.
Oh, the one that contains Kotlikune normally.
Yes. Yeah. I completely just like, wait. Oh. That's not what needed to happen.
No, as soon as I got Lash, I checked the thing and went, wait a minute. I opened my map and I highlighted the marker to make sure that was the Angara Cavern, because I was going to be like, did I check this and like completely fuck him up?
No, you needed Lash in order to progress at all. Yeah.
Yeah, that was something. I did the Ayers Rock retreat glitches with minimal reference and minimal mess ups. That was good. I took longer than I probably should have to go to the dog. I didn't go get mine. I didn't go to him as soon as I had mind read. I don't know if you stepped away from your PC or what. Oh, your PC crashed. Okay.
Oh.
Hello?
So my PC crashed.
Yeah, I just read that.
Yeah. So yeah, I now actually remember that it wasn't even, I couldn't even see it in the spoiler log because it's soon after I opened the spoiler log. Yeah, well, the growth was in the treasury.
Oh, and Madra, did you find Frost? Because I never found Frost.
I never found Frost. And no, not in Madra, in Alhafra.
Oh, in Alhafra. Yeah, I knew what I meant. I just gave the wrong town. Did you ever go into Madra Catacombs, like, at all?
No, I never got revealed.
I didn't either. I found Hover, because I got Piers. The Black Crystal Vanilla in Gabamba is Hover.
Oh, pro tip. When you're checking out Madra for that one item, you can go inside the mayor's house in Madra and you can see what the Black Crystal is.
Yeah, I realized that after I beat Briggs, because then going back to Madra, the item wouldn't be on the mantle anymore.
Okay.
Blaze was teleport locked.
Oh, I never saw Blaze.
Blaze was the teleport lapis chest, which to get there, you need to do, like, 2 or 3 puzzle rooms that require Blaze.
Oh.
So Blaze was teleport locked.
So what happened was that I got the first 2 items in the dungeon, and I knew that you couldn't do anything else, so I was like, alright, I'm out. Yeah. That was a good race, though. Like, if I actually had to do 4 objectives, you might have won. Because I would have needed reveal or something for that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. As soon as I got Piers, my ability to get Dragoon was bunk. Because I need 6 Jin on 1 person, and with 4 party members, I would have needed
21.
21, yeah. And they would have needed to be elementally correct.
There were so few Mercury. I just barely found a 3rd Mercury by going through Magma Rock and Apogee Island.
Yeah, I'm in Magma Rock right now.
There is nothing in there. I went through the entire dungeon and didn't find a single key item. I spent so long in Magma Rock and I was just like, crap. He's gonna catch up to me.
What was in Magma Rock? There was one thing in Magma Rock that was like, was it Pound? Like right at the start? Like lift lock?
Yeah, that was Pound.
So like that was the only thing in fucking Magma Rock, I guess?
Yup.
Are there any hints for Magma Rock? I don't think there's a hint NPC for Magma Rock.
There is a hint NPC for Magma Rock. It's Akafubu.
Well, I needed Scoop for that one, damn it.
Yep.
Fucking dude, did you talk to Master Poi in Kandorian?
Oh yeah.
I was so fucking mad.
Oversized organs where people will go for 11. Yeah, I had to fucking get it to get the hint.
I was like, you really just told me You really just told me where this one item is in this exact location. Literally, right next to you.
And you had to get it before you could get the hit.
Thank you for telling me that that item is very specifically right here. I don't know what I might have done with that knowledge. I'm glad I went through Kandorian Temple a second fucking time vanilla because I forgot to talk to you the first time to be told, you got the item already, dickhead. Beat it.
Oh my god.
Because, and I cannot stress this enough, I did not have
that.
Lash. Master Poi gives
I
what?
just waited to Lash. I kind of figured that Aerith Rock was gonna be important.
Master Poi gives what? Gaia Rock or Indra?
Gaia Rock, anywhere in Indra, and he'll tell you whether or not the Sea God's Tower's top has anything. The Shrine of the Sea God? We started with the Sea God's tier.
We also started with Grind. Literally, it took me like 5 minutes to realize we started with Grind. Oh. We started with Western Sea Access. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I went straight to Treasure Isle and was like a little disappointed because all I got was milk and a lucky medal. And I was like, okay, I guess I have a lucky medal. I can go to Lemuria.
I ended up going to Lemuria, and I failed the mini game. I failed the fountain twice, and thought, I don't think getting your lucky medal back in that way counts. I'll ask him later, so I'm not gonna check it.
Yeah, no, that does not count.
I didn't think so.
By the way, you probably were really confused how I got 3 lucky medals so fast.
I kinda was, because I found the second one, and it took me until I got Mind Read and Little Turtle to get the third one.
Yeah. So, the thing is that there is a guaranteed lucky medal in a pot in Alhambra that is only accessible after you beat Briggs. It's like super specific, but yeah, there's just a guaranteed one there. I just like, okay, I'll just use that to get this quick.
Gotcha. What's another one? I went from Dyla to Daikon Plateau, and I did the first 4 checks of Daikon Plateau, where I found the Iris Robe as the mint chest. And I found it right from the get-go, because my brain just derped right out, and I went to Daikon first instead of Treasure Isle, and thought, he's gonna wonder where the fuck I found that. Like, where did you go to find the Iris Robe so early?
No, I immediately was like, okay, he went to Daikon Plateau.
Oh, damn it.
It was like, there's no way you would have gotten checks that fast if it wasn't a con. Yeah. No, I know the game well enough to know when things like that happen.
Then I went to Daikon Plateau. Or then I went to Treasure Isle. I'd have to peek at my VOD. I don't remember where I went right after that, but I think I might have gone straight to the Western Sea.
Yeah, no, I did Treasure Isle, Lemuria, and then I did like as many Western Sea checks as I could, and then I was like, ah, crap, I have to do Sphere Zero stuff. And then it turned out to be the worst Sphere Zero stuff.
I do not remember where I got the dark matter, but like I got it, and I wound up with enough gold selling stuff to get
the Fear Helm.
To get the dark matter forge. Mm-hmm. I got stealth armor.
Oh, I got Fear Helm. Okay, whatever.
I think my run last night when I forged with dark matter, I also got stealth armor.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, I was just like, man, the thing about forge objectives is that they're so easy to do as long as you get the money, and if you're in go mode, you probably have the money.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, you can get a Soul Blade for like 23,000 gold for free if you do retreat glitch shenanigans in Ayers Rock, which
Yeah, but
I
there were
did.
2 people who could equip the Soul Blade, and I used them both.
There were 3 actually. I think
Piers could
Piers could too. Yeah,
Huh.
I think
I
Jenna.
just gave him the Phaeton's Blade because I was like, the Phaeton's Blade can't be equipped by him. Like, okay, that's gonna be Piers' weapon.
It was either. Hold on, let me. I think it's Sheba that could use. Yeah, Sheba. Jenna was the only one who couldn't use Soul Blade. She has Stormbrand. Felix and Sheba have Soul Blade, and I gave Phaeton's Blade to Piers. Because I think
I didn't.
he's the only one.
Not grab the Stormbrand. So, for a very long time, Jenna was stuck with the wooden stick because she just couldn't get anything worthwhile.
Yeah, that was. I think
I did eventually find the meditation rod and give it to her, but like that was way latency.
Sheba was using Stormbrand for a while until I found the Soul Blade. I forgot all about it. Continued Ayers Rock, got Carrie, went and got Lash, got Piers, and then when I checked Piers' inventory, I realized, oh, I've got a Soul Blade. Who can equip this? Everyone but Jenna. I forgot I had the Phaeton's Blade. Who can equip it? Only Piers. Okay, here's what we're doing then.
Yep. I mean, there was also a Soul Blade in the con. I mean, you started
I got it. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I kind of want that.
Yeah. Dude, my Felix ended with 600 attack.
What did mine end with? Piers 400, Sheba 366, Felix 313, Jenna 193.
You must have been a terrible class then. Oh yeah, Felix was actually the guy I made into the Dragoon.
Yeah.
Because
with
I wasn't gonna do that with Venetian, but I got 10 margin out of my 21. 10.
So base classes, all Jin turned off. Piers is Mariner at 424 attack. Sheba is Squire at 309. Felix is Squire at 372, and Jenna is Water Seer at 135.
Yeah. No, I was just like so. I was like so impressed. I was like, Felix, get this much attack. What?
Fucking, I
guess it's pretty good.
I used Kite on King Scorpion, and was like, I used Kite on Felix on King Scorpion, and then the turn that I used both attacks for Felix because he had pretty decent attack because Soul Blade, the fucking guy defended. That was really frustrating.
Oh man, when I got to that fight, I was just like, I'm just going to attack spam because I have a Soul Blade and I don't remember what crazy weapon Sheba had, but it was just like, you attacking is just gonna do it.
Right.
He's gonna fall over pretty soon.
Yeah. That was, that wasn't a terrible run.
Yeah.
It wasn't a terrible run. I almost had, what, 1.5 bingos? Would have taken a while, but I'd have got there.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Man, I guess I really am 3 times better. Oh god. I mean, that was closer than the last one, I'll say.
Yeah.
It wasn't as close as I would hope, but it was still closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright. It is what it is. I'm not super pressed. When are you free for another run?
Oh my god, I did this because, like, October is so booked for me.
So you're not free for another one until November?
Yeah, probably.
Good. I got a month of practice.
Get good use of it. Don't forget about all of the all of the resources I've showed you.
Yeah, I've actually been sifting through a few of them. Like, I've been trying to watch the video you linked me as much as I can. I'm actually gonna pin that so I don't lose it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've told you before, that's in the Rando announcements. Like, you can get that pretty easily anytime. I've tried to explain that to you, that it was just in the Rando announcements. But then in your practice run last night, I just heard you watching your own VOD, and I was just like, oh man, this
Yeah, that was rough. When I needed to find, I think, the third retreat glitch. When I needed to find the third retreat glitch, I actually referred to the video you sent me, and I was like, wow, it's crazy how much faster that was.
Yep.
Yeah, the retreat glitches didn't actually go too terribly.
Oh, good.
The retreat glitches didn't actually go too terribly. I think I overdid something at one point because I wound up in a place where I had no idea where the hell I was going. So I was like, or where I was. So I was like, all right, I'll just reset. That'll work, I guess. And then everything went fine from there. Then I was outie.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot less time in Ayers Rock. It might take me another 1 or 2 runs to have all 4.5 of them committed completely to memory.
You're talking about the one like that happens in the kind of first room, but actually the second of the entire dungeon.
I'm talking the 0.5 one. I'm counting as the free soul blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are actually retreat glitches on the exterior too.
Are there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're listed in that video.
Interesting. Listen, your objective guide you sent me says Ayers Rock with 4 retreat glitches, and the ones you showed me on my very first run were all inside. So I didn't know.
Yes. I mean, look, those are the big ones. Like, that cuts down the most time, and that was, like, what I was able to learn relatively easily. The ones on the outside took me a little while longer to figure out.
Yeah, it was okay. It was an alright run.
Yeah.
I'm getting faster at Ayers Rock, at least. That's the good thing. Ayers Rock is probably the longest. Ayers Rock is probably one of the longest dungeons in the game. If not, it's definitely the longest early game dungeon by a huge stretch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the only thing that I can think of is in the same vein is Mars Lighthouse, but you never do that in Bingo.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have to go in there for fucking 4 major items.
I didn't even get to see 2 of them. I mean, you got to see one of the 2 I didn't, but still.
What? I think it was Little Turtle, Pound, Blaze. I didn't see what the 4th one was.
No. Pound was not there. Pound was in Nagarok. It was Little Turtle.
No, you're right. It was Burst.
Burst.
Yeah, Little Turtle on the outside, Burst behind the Pound Rock. Teleport Lapis was Blaze.
It was Blaze.
Which, very ironically, was teleport locked. Because that's probably the most ironic lock an item can have that I've seen.
Yeah. That was pretty ironic. What I found kind of interesting was as soon as when I was done with after I had gotten Pound, went to Yampi Desert, and I was like, okay, I have Parch, I have the Magma Ball, I have all these things. It's a question of, do I go to Mars or do I go to Cinderia? And I was like, I'm gonna go to Mars Lighthouse first.
Yeah.
I was happy about that.
I think I may have checked everything I possibly could up until that point, to where, like, Mars Lighthouse and Prox were the only things that I could do, and went, I guess I gotta? I'm not a fan, but I guess I've gotta?
First, which was the thing locking mind read, which you needed so badly.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun, though.
That was just like, I even said, it was like, if he goes to Tendaria first, oh, he's gonna have a much worse time of this dungeon.
Oh, I did go to Tendaria first. As soon as I got Parch, I was like, alright, let's go there. And I went most of the way through it, and I was like, okay, I can't advance because I need reveal. Let's retreat and do the other side. And was immediately blocked by Burst and went, shit!
Yep. Yup. That's what it does.
That is what it did. I'm not too beat up about it.
Yeah.
That was a lot closer run. That was probably one of my better runs. And I have a little over a month to try to even the playing field between us.
I look forward to seeing what you can do.
And I'm looking forward to finally fucking beating you. Because losing when you had to fill 3 lines and when I had like a whole hour and a half of a void against you is just embarrassing.
It's experience. It's experience. Yeah. Okay, I should probably call it a night. I've been up way too late.
You do that, buddy. I'm going to close out this video, start the upload, and I don't know, probably find something else to do. I've got WoW people that are waiting on me, so maybe that.
Cool. Alright, good night, man.
Have a good one.
See you. Bye.
Bye. Well, VOD people and viewers, I did not beat my opponent. He pulled it out on me. Oh well, that's perfectly fine. There are probably going to be a decent-sized surge of uploads over the coming month. I have about all of October to do World of Warcraft class testing to determine what I want to play next in the next upcoming patch. And until then, I will probably be playing more of this and uploading more of this because I would love to even the playing field against Pokemariosun. He's a phenomenal player. He's a great teacher. I will have his channel linked in the description on YouTube. Check him out. I will see you guys in the next one.